Hi everyone, Joe here. How are you? Welcome to my Christmas 2017 series. I don't know what part this is because I have 3 different videos going on at the same time because I'm working on 3 different things. So you'll know because you'll see it in the intro to this. But anyway, I'm going to take this piece of furniture right here that's in the upstairs hallway, and I'm going to make a little village on here, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that in a second. Okay, so the first thing I did was I opened up this drawer right here and I put this here so it gives me a base for a couple of items. Then I turned this drawer upside down so that it gives me a hard shelf. I skipped a little drawer that it has in there so I have more space, and then I open this up on the top, turn it upside down so it gives me space to put things, and then I have, of course, the top. Okay, so it took me about 5 times to get this the way I think I want it. So I have those 2 houses in the bottom drawer there, and then like a town center I'm going to make right here, and then on the top shelf I have the church higher, and then this tree, and then I have, like, you know, the firehouse and all these other other houses. So now what I have to do is I have to cover this with the snow, put the lights in, and then the trees. Okay, so I'll probably show you somewhere in between that before I get done. Okay, so I changed it again, and I decided to open up the 2 side cabinets and put a house in each one. This was actually Mary Ann's idea a couple of years back. We were looking for a place, you know, we have a tremendous amount of village stuff that, and this year I did not put it out. I was planning to do a special project with the village this year, but I ran out of time, so I'm going to hold off on that for next year because it won't come out the way I really want it to come out. But this was her idea, to have it look like it was just bursting out of this dresser here. So you can see I put 3 back on the top. I have this little pond with a bridge in the center, and then 2 more houses, and then 1 in each side of the cabinet. Then I opened up the drawer and I put a piece of garland there and a couple of snowflakes. I have to see what else I'm going to put in that. And I put the lights in, and the next thing will be to put the snow, and then I'll start putting in all the greenery, and that's what makes it come to life. So I will show you that as soon as I do the next step. Next, you lay in the snow blanket. Well, this is what I do anyway. Time for the greenery. This is what brings it to life. Okay, so this is what you see when you come up the steps, and here is the Alpine Village bursting out of the dresser. And let's take a close-up look at it. You can see I used a lot of trees and a lot of greenery. I always feel that that's what brings it more to life. And as well, what I did was I used the lichens, which cover up wires. It's kind of like Spanish moss, but it's a little bit more like thicker. I can't explain. It has a little bit more thick, if those of you that know have ever used it. And then I used the buffalo snow as well. You can see it piled up there, and that covers a lot of the wires because I choose to use the mini lights rather than the lights that come with the house. There's just too many wires, and I think I get better coverage with mini lights. And then I finished it off with a little bit of glitter on top just to give it that sparkle. This is a really nice set that Mary Ann actually found this. I can't remember if it was BJ's or Costco a while back, but it has some neat pieces to it and accessories. Like, look at this guy tipping his hat to this woman with their dogs, and the local saloon there, and the tree with the man with the ladder decorating the tree, and the 2 people sitting there on the bench. I'm sorry for that glare. The town center, the guy on the horse reading the news, and the people gathered there, and 2 people coming out of the church, and you see the gazebo there, and the firemen right here with their dogs, and that's the firehouse in the back. And then down in here we have the pond with the with the bridge and the people sitting on the bench there, and a woman and her little girl in the back there, and she's carrying a Christmas tree, and more houses here. The poinsettia nursery right there with the man selling the poinsettias outside in the cart, and another house over on this side. So like I said, it's a different way to display this village, and it gives it a lot of layering. And you know, again, it's something like people will say, oh wow, I remember you had a village that was kind of bursting out of a dresser, rather than, you know, just have a flat plain village somewhere where people kind of forget, especially with as much Christmas stuff as we have. It kind of gets lost in the shuffle. So you know, it's something nice for us to look at, and for our guests to think about and admire, and possibly try to recreate somehow in their own house. All right, everybody, so that brings us to the end of this video. If you just stumbled on me, please consider subscribing to my channel, especially if you like holiday decorations. I have a lot of holiday videos this year and for the past couple of years. And as well, you know, I always love hearing from you guys, so you can drop me a comment if you'd like. And I think the next thing up will be the house tour, believe it or not. So I hope everybody's doing well and happily decorating, and I guess that's it. I'll be seeing you really soon. All right, everybody. Merry Christmas.